a term that I heard when I first started listening to red pill content was F trophies for clout. Now, what is an F trophy for clout? That is when usually women, but sometimes men, use their family and their children for clout on the internet. So the first person I heard use this term is Ryan Stone. Now, Ryan Stone is a very smart red pill content creator. He has really interesting streams. And he responded to Matt Walsh and he said, he actually has a good book. You guys should buy it. He said, "Welcome to the world." And it was Matt Walsh and his children. And he said, "Showing off the F trophies for clout." Now, when I originally heard this term, I thought it was a little bit harsh. I mean, he's just posting a picture with his kids. What's wrong with that? But the thing about red pill content is sometimes once you see things, you just simply cannot unsee it. And once you notice how people use their children on the internet for attention, likes, and clicks, even though there are literal pedophiles on that app and they have no regard for their children's privacy, you really can't unsee it. Now, what I'm not saying is that you can never post a picture with your family ever, but we're getting to the point where people are live streaming their kids being born. And the first thing they do after their kids are born is post it to Twitter, not send a picture to the family, not enjoy the moment privately for a couple of days. No, it's all going on Twitter. I even saw a woman named Bernadine Bluntly post a literal video of her giving birth on the internet. Now, look, I understand that at times, maybe for educational purposes, you put something online. I understand that maybe, there's pros and cons of posting your family. When Kanye released that song with his daughter, I actually thought it was adorable and it looked like they were having a lot of fun. However, trad Twitter has taken this too far. It's getting ridiculous. Now, I noticed this trend and there was somebody named Anna Luis. I really don't know a ton of her content, but it seems like she posts pro-family, like Tradcon content, right? Like that's her brand. That's what she's making money on. I actually can't believe she follows me. Wow. Okay. And she posted a picture with her family and she says, "This is the way." And I am interpreting this because when I see this content, I'm thinking, what message is she trying to send? She's saying, live like me, be like me, and she's using her family as a prop for social media. I mean, that's what essentially the message is, right? Be like me, have a bunch of children like I did. And the scary thing is when you learn about how pedophiles are on these apps looking for pictures of your children to track them down and get more information on them. And oftentimes they might, try to add them on different apps when they get to the age that they're on. The internet's kind of a weird and a scary place. And I just always wonder, when you're posting your kids' faces on the internet, at what cost? And essentially, what a lot of the traditional conservatives are signaling is that they care more about their brand than the privacy of their family. Now, I'm not even saying one's right or wrong. I'm sure some people post their family on the internet and it's fine. However, essentially they're communicating that the money is more important than the privacy. I really do think at some point, one of these kids is going to have a lawsuit against their parents for not giving them privacy when they were a kid. Now, when I tweeted this completely set the internet in flames. People were very upset with me. I remember at the time, sorry, Pearl, this is actually the way. Now, I'm not saying it is or it isn't the way, but I think that's something that every guy has to decide for himself. I know men that they just want to focus on building their businesses, and that's just what they want to do. Family just is not a priority for them. If it happens, it happens, but it's just not something that they want to do. I don't think that one makes someone morally superior to another. I don't know if that makes sense. Then they're trying to say your depopulation, da-da-da. And really my only point was, you guys are claiming traditionalism, but you're sacrificing your children's privacy for money. I recently noticed a woman on Twitter erupting that apparently Nick and his groypers were making grape jokes about her daughter. Now, that is wrong, right? That is completely wrong. You should not make those type of jokes about someone's daughter. I don't know when, she's on this whole tirade saying Nick is wrong, his followers are wrong, they're evil. I kept thinking, where is the accountability for the mother? So the original post is, she says, people are saying that I'm making Nick F look bad, but why would I care about his reputation or support him when he doesn't support me? Nick, how about you tell your pedo cult crew to stop making grape comments about my underage daughter? Now, my questions are, why do people even know you have a daughter if you're a political commentator? Why is that information out there? Whose choice was that? Ever since you said on your show, with the most sinister, deceptive grin on your face, the groypers have only gotten worse, and you won't acknowledge that it's wrong about coping and deflection. Now, what do we know about that group on the internet? They make very edgy jokes. They will take it to the extreme. I mean, they're kind of, I don't really want to send them after me right now, but I'm just being honest. You guys are kind of annoying. Like, you guys are in everyone's comments spamming. Like, that's just the group. But again, the same reason when they spam me with stuff, I don't complain because I made that choice to interview him. She takes zero accountability for her choice to interact with these things. And it just drives me nuts where these ladies, they want to play the victim when they want all of the clout for going online. They want all of the benefit of being a public figure, making money on the internet. And there's a ton. I'm not saying one is right or wrong. You can pick yourself. But what I am saying is, if you choose this path, there are consequences. And if your children have those consequences, that's your own fault. I don't have a lot of sympathy. Then what happens is the white knights come in. I don't care if you're a groyper, MAGA, far left, far right. Joking about graping someone's child isn't cool, edgy, and isn't funny. These are lines we don't cross, especially if you call yourself a Christian. Now, I'm not disagreeing with that point. I'm not disagreeing that it's wrong. We all know what kind of app Twitter is. There is literal pornography on that app. A lot of these people have no regard for their children when they're using an app that is used for pornography and then using their children for clout. Okay, agreed, this should be obvious. At the same time, my haters always do this guilt by association smear, which is clearly dishonest and bad faith. Let's not be naive. The drama queen in question should block, report, and move on. Exactly. To be fair, I probably didn't have to. I'm gonna hands up. I didn't have to say anything. But sometimes there's just a fire that gets lit in me when I see things that are really, I don't like the pretending to be a victim. I get a lot of people making fun of me. I've had a lot of people say awful things. And I don't play the victim because I have the best job on the planet right now. What they want is they want all of the benefits of being on the internet, all the benefits of posting their kids, and none of the blame when anything goes wrong. So she's written an essay, and I'm not going to read this because quite frankly, I just don't care. An essay about all these people. I don't deserve to be called a whore. And by the way, this is a woman who's called me a whore. Bitch, I don't care. Say what you want. But this girl does the same exact thing. I say, why is your child on the internet? She says she's not. Then shut up. No one cares because you chose to be online and you mention your kid. We all know the internet's full of weirdos, right? We all know this, but you think that privacy is less important than a public presence. That's what you picked. You picked it. Nobody put a gun to your head and said, go online. And this could all be done if she just deletes her account. It would never happen again. Gone, done, problem solved. She's trying to play the victim to get sympathy from idiot men who, whenever they see a woman cry, they just have to run to her defense. And a lot of these guys are falling for it. And then she tries to call me a pedo. I'm like, why do women do that? They put the worst insult imaginable. I've been saying for years to get your kids offline. I've been saying this for years. I've been saying, hey, I don't know if you should put your kids on the internet. There's pedos on this app. And they say, Pearl, you're so evil. You're the worst. I don't know, guys. I know the clout and the money is nice, but it's one thing if they're adults, but they don't really have a say in this, or even teenagers, okay, if they have their own account. But I don't know, that kid's like 5. No? Okay, you guys are in politics. Politics is pretty, like, they go pretty far in politics to destroy everything. No, but Clout? Anyways, my 2 cents. I don't want to go too into the back and forth because this lady's crazy. If you guys enjoyed this show, please leave a comment. Like the video on your way out. Feel free to get some Just Pearly merch on justpearlymerch.com. And if we get enough signups on the website, who knows? I might do events at some point. I mean, it could be fun. Anyways, guys, like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.